What does a signing today do to enhance the personality of your hockey club moving forward?
Well, first of all, as we said all along, we're extremely happy with where we are, the direction we're going, and we're not going to change unless we could add something that would help that process, help support that, and that's what we were able to do today in Matt.
Martin is known, or was known, as part of the best fourth line in hockey on the island. The term and the money you gave him to come here, do you see an increased role in Toronto?
Oh, not necessarily. I think the role he plays, unfortunately, we've got a lot of young players here. I should say, fortunately, we have a lot of young players here, and that support, I think that everything that happens these days, it's too much money. I don't see many contracts that were signed that I would say was, not too much money. I've said this year in, year out, but when you feel there's a need and there's a short supply, and you can get in your mind the best player available for that, then you have to make that decision.
It was a busy day of action around the league. Were you talking to lots of different people during this process?
Well, as I said, we really weren't, in the market, so to speak, to do much, but you talk just to make sure you're aware of what's going on, and if there's something unique that comes about that can help you, you have to be available to do that. And all our staff is involved in that.
Would you expect a move or two in the next few days as well, along with free agent signings?
Unless that happens, I'm trying to stay away from hypotheticals or what if and whatnot. I think what we do is just do what we do best each and every day, and when there's an opportunity, we'll just make a decision.
Is Matt Martin protection basically for the young guys?
Well, I don't know what word you call it, but it's certainly a support to allow them to feel freer to do the things that they do best as far as how they play.
Lou, first chance to talk to you since Wednesday, the craziness, and any sense of disappointment among management, to miss out on a player that you pitched to and hope that you may have been able to sign here for long term? I'm talking about Steven Stamkos, of course.
Well, first of all, we had interest in Steve Stamkos. That did not work out. He's back in Tampa, so I really don't have any discussion about another team's player. But yes, we did have interest.
What
Disappointment,
separates,
He's another team's player.
Mm-hmm.
what separates Matt from other fourth-line guys in the league?
Well, certainly his size and strength, and we feel his skating, is very good. And I've had the good experience to play against him for a good number of years where I came from. So I've seen him, over a period of time. And our staff liked him, our coaching staff liked him, and that's the most important thing.
What was Mike Babcock's role, Lou, in terms of supporting this move? He cited often last year they needed to get bigger.
Well, he was totally supportive. Our whole staff was. You wouldn't do this. I would not do this. We wouldn't do it unless we were all on board, all for the right reasons, or someone felt the other way, and if they could talk you out of it, then you have to listen. I think that in these type of situations, no matter what you do, you have to have everybody feeling good about it. Not necessarily that everybody agrees, but they feel good about it.
How difficult is it to stay in neutral or sit by when you watch other teams spending money and improving their teams, specifically teams in your own division there?
Well, I think the most important thing, and I've said this all along, you're not competing against anybody else. You compete against yourself to put the best team you possibly can, and you can't allow whatever is going around you to make you think I shouldn't do something. Whatever somebody does, that's really none of our business, nor should it ever influence us.
How much are you targeting maybe a stay-at-home defenseman through some sort of acquisition?
Well, I don't think we're targeting anything right now. If, as I said, if there was something that came available, but if nothing transpires, we feel very good. I think that we try and get ahead of the game sometimes. I think with the addition of a goaltender that we were able to get earlier prior to the draft, now in addition to a size and strength forward that, can play a certain role, we feel pretty good.
A few teams that drafted players last weekend announced entry-level deals for them. Are you working on that with Austin's people yet, or?
I have no comments about anything that has to do with contracts, and until the contract is done, as far as what transpires from, the period of time or the end, there's no hurry for anything.
How about a player under contract, Joffrey Lupul, highest paid forward? What's the status on him and where he fits going forward on the team?
I have no comment on that situation. Right now, Joffrey, you know, is on our roster, and I think that's all I have to say.
Last question.
This being July 1st, any changes up in the management or scouting or anything of significance that's happened with the change?
Not that I'm aware of, unless you've got something I'm not aware of.
Okay.